Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorials of Advanced Java Programming. This is Rajul Suthar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, Bhat, Gandhinagar. Since modern enterprise applications are moving from two-tier architecture system to three-tier and n-tier system, so whenever the new way of separating the presentation layer like GUI from business logic is required, the directly embed Java code to a static HTML page. JSP provide the facility to separate the presentation layer from business logic. Presentation layer is managed by HTML tag and business logic is handled as dynamic content by JSP. In this chapter, we begin with small discussion on JSP technology and then we studied the advantage, features and life cycle. Previously, we have discussed what is JSP. That is, a JSP is a Java server page and it is a Java-based server-side technology that simplified the development of three-tier as well as n-tier enterprise application by separating the presentation layer from business logic. On the first look of JSP page look like bit similar to the HTML page, but it also has JSP tag to provide the dynamicity or dynamic content. Here JSP directive or JSP scripting element scripted tag previously we have discussed. In this session we will discuss the traditional expression tag. So how can we work with expression tag? The code placed within the JSP expression tag is written to output stream of the response. So you need not to write out.print method to write the data. It is mainly used to print the value of variable or method. Here the syntax like less than percentage is equal to statement. Its statement is used between this JSP tag. Simple, whenever we perform the multiplication of two numbers, so write this, you can write by this way. Less than percentage size is equal to in the bracket 2 into 5 then percentage greater than. So this is the tag for written any statement, that is called the expression tag. So turn out as out.print, it is same or equivalent as a out.print 2 into 5. Do not end the statement with semicolon in expression tag of JSP. Then let we discuss the declaration. So declaration tag, we all familiar to declare. JSP declaration tag is used to declare the variable and method. In the declaration tag, JSP declare the tag is placed outside the JSP service method. So here the syntax less than percentage sign, exclamation sign, then variable or method declaration is used between this tag. Here the example like integer a is equal to 10. If you want to declare the integer a is equal to 10 semicolon, so by using this syntax you can write, or you can declare any variable like integer a comma b comma c. You can declare circle a is equal to new circle, its value 2.0. Then let me discuss the commands used in JSP. It is similar like HTML as well as Java. So the commands can be used for documentation, in only your documentation purpose, that do not reflect in your programming. The JSP command tag tell the JSP container to ignore the comment part from compilation. Here the syntax of JSP command. So first you can write by using double dash between this tag less than percentage, then double dash 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 is used to create a simple JSP comment. You can use the Java comment like slash star star slash, or for single line you have to write this way double slash, or you can use the simple HTML comment like less than exclamatory sign, then dash dash HTML comment, and dash dash complete the tag greater than sign. Then let me discuss the scripting element. Like in HTML we are using the code, so here the tag of HTML is used, that is a declaration whenever perform. Then scriptlet tag, here first declaration is used, then scriptlet tag is used. Welcome to world of JSP, here this is not a declaration, here one mistake. Then you have to enter the message, and this is the expression tag. Integer I is equal to 0, it's called expression tag, and this is a simple HTML comment. This gray font indicate the HTML comment. So output of this page that cover the welcome to the world of JSP, this page has been accessed 5 times. Here I indicate your value, so integer I is equal to 0 and this counter increment 5 times. One more program, write a JSP program to welcome authenticate user, like login.html. So you required one entry like login ID and text box. So input type is text, as well as in the password input type is password, and one click button, that is a sign in button. So input type require the sign in. Whenever we click on login.html sign in, it perform one scriptlet, that is hello JSP. You can try this program. Then JSP directives. So what do you mean by JSP directive? JSP directive tag that provide the direction that are used by JSP translator during the translation stage of JSP lifecycle. These tags are used to set the global variables such as class declaration, method to implement, as well as additional file to include or import APIs or output content type. In the following section, various type of declarative tag are used. So this type of a question also covered in exam. Explain the JSP directive in details. Let me discuss. JSP directive provide the direction and instruction to the container. It telling it how to translate the JSP page into the corresponding servlet. JSP directive affects the overall structure of servlet class. It uses the JSP engine to handle the directives at translation time. There are two types of directive. First, page directive and include directive. So page directive hold the instruction that affect different property of JSP page. The page directive can be used multiple time in a single page, and we write any part of page, it automatically affect the entire page. But it is good programming habit if we write it at the beginning of the page. So here the syntax for page directive, like less than percentage @ symbol is used, directive attributes is equal to value, and percentage sign less than greater than symbol. Then let me discuss the page directive as well as include directive. In the page directive, it defines the attributes that apply to entire JSP page. You may code the page directive anywhere in your JSP page. By convention, the page directive are coded at top of the JSP page. So first we write the page directive at starting of your JSP page. here simple example. @page import is equal to java.util.date, java.util.list or java.io.star. You can separate all the import statement by comma, or you can write the content type is equal to, this is the MIME content, so we can use any format. Like if you use the text in HTML format, so text/HTML is used, then character set US ASCII character. Attributes of JSP page directive. First, import. So this import class interface or all the members of package @page import is equal to java.util.date. Today is that display the current date. Comment. So comment attributes define the MIME type of HTTP response. The default value is text or HTML character set ISO 8859-1, or page content type is equal to application/MS Word. So this is the text content. We can write in Notepad or MS Word. Third is extend. So extend attributes define the parent class that will be inherited by generated servlet. Page extend is equal to javax.servlet.http servlet. Info. So info attributes simply set the information of JSP page, which is retrieved later by using the get servlet info method. And we write the page directive by using page info is equal to author by :author name. Buffer. So what is the use of buffer? The buffer attribute set the buffer size in kilobyte KB to handle the output generated by JSP page. The default size of buffer is 8 KB. So in the page directive we are using the buffer is equal to 16 KB, whatever you have write. Default size is 8 KB, so you can change it. Then buffer is equal to none for empty buffer. Language. The language attribute specified the scripting language used in JSP page. The default value in JSP in Java, that is the page directive page language is equal to Java. Is ELI ignore. So we can ignore the expression. ELI is nothing but the EL is nothing but the expression language. So in the EL, JSP by the is ignore attributes, by default its value is false, is enabled by default. Page is EL ignore is equal to true. So now EL will be ignored. Autoflush attributes specified whether the buffer output should be plus automatically when buffer is filled. By default it is a true. So in the page directive autoflush is equal to true. Is thread safe? This directive, this option make a page as being thread safe by default. All the JSP are considered thread safe true. If you set this is thread safe is equal to false, the JSP engine makes sure that only one thread at a time is executed by your JSP page. So this is the page directive. Whenever we use the page is thread is equal to false must be check. The session attributes indicate whether or not the JSP page use HTTP session. HTTP session is equal to true. By default it is a true. Page encoding. So we can set the response encoding type with the page directive. These attributes work like encoding is equal to US ASCII character. Error page. So it display the error. If it is use, it define the error page. If expression occur in the current page, it will be redirect on the error page. Is error page. So last one, is error page attribute is used to declare the current page is error. So it default true. Let me discuss the JSP directive include. Include directive. How can we work with include directory? Include directives. Include directive is used to combine the content of two or more files during the translation of JSP lifecycle. So this is the same as request dispatcher we are using in Servlet. It uses the tag like this. Include file can be HTML, JSP or text file. What is the advantage of include directive? It uses the code reusability, syntax. Here the syntax use like less than include attributes is equal to value. Simple example like include file is equal to 1.jsp. So this 1.jsp is used to combine. This is the combine with content two or more file. It combined like 1.jsp and again 1.jsp for translation of JSP lifecycle. It same like as a request dispatcher like in Servlet. JSP implicit object. There are 9 JSP implicit objects. These objects are created by web container that are available to the JSP page. Here implicit object and its type. First one is out. This implicit object is used for JSP writer. So this type of out is JSP writer. Implicit object request with the type of HTTP servlet request. Response same way HTTP servlet response. Config with the type of servlet config. Session with the HTTP session. Page context same as a page context. Page is one object type. Application with the servlet context. Exception is throwable.